So welcome back to the channel, and today is going to be a bit of a different video, or at least my approach to it is a bit different, because normally I just go somewhere and try to make images, but in this case I want to show you what I always do. So if I see an image that I really like, and that can be from anywhere in the world, I always try to mark them in my Google Maps, and you can see here that all these spots here are potentially nice locations where I would like to go sometime to take some photographs. Here in the Netherlands, there's actually one place. I live in this area right here, but there's one place right over here where I wanted to go for a long time now, and it somehow reminds me of the Fanel Forest in Madeira. And if you've been there and if you've ever seen any images, you know that it's about old gnarly trees, lots of fog. So tomorrow there is some possibility of fog, and it's about an hour's drive for me, but the only problem is that I don't exactly know where to go. So right now I'm doing a little planning here to see where I have to go. So I'm scouting the areas, and I actually think that this is the place that I need to go. It's called Werk aan de Groeneweg. So it's an old bunker complex, and through these bunkers you can see here are all these old trees with those yellow flowers. I think I can park up here. This is a parking area. I just looked at it like this, you know, I just put this map thing here and I just look around, and you can see that there is a parking lot for your car. So this is where I'm going tomorrow, but I have to be up at 4 o'clock tonight. So it's good to do that planning, and I want to be there early so I can search for some compositions. You know, normally it's quite difficult with finding trees and finding compositions. So I will see you tomorrow when I'm on the road to this location. So I'm finally here. It took me about an hour to drive over here. Luckily it's way before traffic. I left home at about 5 o'clock, just like planned, and there is a really nice atmosphere here around this area. There's a lot of water and the fog is starting to rise everywhere, and I hope you can see it here above this water behind me. But what I'm here for is these trees here. You see, these have these amazing shapes. It's actually fruit trees, but it always reminds me when I see images from this area a little bit like the Fanel Forest in Madeira somehow, and especially now with those yellow flowers here. I hope we can get some really nice images, but for now I'm gonna concentrate on shooting some foggy wide angles or anything, and then when the sun is rising I'm gonna try to use it with these beautiful trees here. Hopefully the fog will lift a little bit when the sun is gonna rise, but until now it looks very promising, very promising. So let's find some compositions here. So I found the first composition here. I had to climb up to this old bunker here. I'm actually on the roof, and from this roof what I noticed is that you can see this leading line through these yellow flowers, and then those two beautiful trees on top there. So let me show you what it looks like on the back of the camera. So this is the composition. You can see you have this path leading towards those two trees. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna take it as a portrait or not, so still have to see, and it might be better to go and stand on that green there so I can use those flowers in the foreground, so there's more yellow here. So let's see, but I'm actually quite excited. I think the atmosphere is quite right, and if you look behind me here, there's also a big tree in the middle of this farmland with some red sky behind it, and then a little layer of fog, so definitely potential, and on this side also, so there's lots of possibilities here. We'll just see what we can photograph here. found a second composition here. I walked down from that bunker because all the fog was concentrating on the other side, so I thought as long as the fog is here I might concentrate on this side. And I actually found a nice portrait shot here, so let me try to show you. You see, this is the shot, so I'm using all this yellow as my foreground. Then you have these two trees here, and there are two trees on top, and right now there are about, let's have a look, 5, 6, 7 photographers up there. So I have to do some cloning. At least I'm gonna wait until this guy here has an orange jacket, so I'm gonna wait until he's out of the frame. Who takes an orange jacket when you're out for photography? Well, you must be stupid or what, you know? no one wears an orange jacket. So yeah, I think there's potential, but it's a difficult location, especially because of the people. And yeah, it's not that big. It's a real small location. Like I said yesterday, I haven't been here before. But yeah, I think there are a couple of nice shots here. So yeah, I'm gonna wait until they leave. Then I'm gonna take the shot again, because I think it's nice. So I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes and then find the next shot. So I found a shot, and it's actually a pretty nice moment to try the live GND filter on the OM-1 Mark II. You can see, if I show you the back of the camera, I hope you're able to see it. I just activated the filter. So it's the second menu, live GND filter, and you can choose the strength here. So I choose a GND 8 filter, so the strongest there is, and a soft edge. So this is actually the transition between dark and light. It makes it soft. If you push hard here, then you will have a solid line, but now it gradually floats into the right spot. So now you have this line which you can turn around 360 degrees if you want. I'm just going to put that line over here, and you can just see that it's a soft transition, so you can't see a hard line here. And what I actually like is those two old bunkers on the right, and then this tree up. But the only thing that I don't really like is those disturbing trees on the left side, but it's a bit of a compromise here. If I go to the left, it doesn't get any better. So yeah, the sun is starting to rise now in the back there. So I might have to find a composition for a sunrise. I can already see that mist glowing up on those fields. Yeah, promising morning, really promising. And I actually don't know if I'm going to stick around here for that long, because there are so many people here that, yeah, I just don't feel comfortable with photographing all these people, you know. I don't know what it is, but people are always looking at me. There are two people here that recognized me from my videos. So one I met before, and the other one just watches my videos, so they know that I record stuff, but there are about 15 others that don't know me. So potential. I should give them my card, you know. But no, just joking. But I'm gonna take this shot, and I'm gonna find a spot where I can use that sunlight in my frame. So I might get back to that first tree there. Might be nice. So yeah, absolutely stunning location. A little bit too much people. Okay, I wanted to leave this spot actually, but then I noticed that the sun, let me show you on the other side, the sunrise is exactly here next to this tree. So I'm gonna wait here for a minute until that whole sun is up, and then I'm gonna take this shot again. I think it might be a really nice shot, but the only thing that I'm really confused about is this section over here. You know, it's just a bit too dominant in the frame, which I don't really like, but there's not a real different position that I can get this shot in. So yeah, just trying to frame something up. All the settings are still here. There's one negative that I've noticed with using the Live ND filter, is that you can't change the settings with your dial. So you really have to adjust all your settings by pushing the screen on the back, or first set your settings, then activate the Live GND filter. So yeah, there definitely is potential in this filter, but you have to learn to use it. You know, it's not that easy. But that sun is looking really good. Beautiful spot in the frame, and it really lights up those fields there in the back. And everybody is actually standing on the other side of this water, and they probably can't even see the sunrise here. So yeah, might be in the right spot. No idea, but yeah, definitely nice. So if this works, this is the shot. So the sun is rising in the middle of this field over here, and I decided to drop those trees for a minute because I wanted to shoot this tree that's in the middle of this field with the sun behind it, but it's not exactly what I had in mind is working at the moment. So yeah, I'm not quite sure, but the atmosphere is very good. All those grasses are extremely wet, so my feet are soaking at the moment, so that's not really nice, but I'm not seeing the right image yet. I was hoping for the sun behind that tree, but if I go a little bit more to the right, it's exactly behind that bunker, and when I walk past this bunker, the sun is on the other side of the tree. So I guess I have to drop this shot, but also on the tree line in the back there, it looks really nice. So I'm just trying to isolate little sections with the 150 to 400. See if there's anything potential here. So yeah, a very promising location. I'm spending a couple of more minutes on this side, and then I'm going to concentrate on those trees here, try and catch that magical atmosphere of this, yeah, what I said, this Madeira-like forest. That's what it always reminds me of. So there's even a house here in the back, you know. Imagine living in a place like this. Absolutely amazing. Must cost about $1 million, I think. So I'm gonna try to take this shot, then I'm heading off to the other side. What a morning, you know, such a nice atmosphere with that beautiful mist rolling over those lands, but the fog isn't coming into this position here with those trees. But I did find a nice composition here. You can see just over here, you have this one diagonal tree, then there's one in the back there, and then you can look through this path here going into the back, and there's a bunker and a couple of more trees here. So I'm trying to frame up a shot here with those two trees as my foreground with those yellow flowers, and then this path in the back, and you can just see that all the photographers are now coming to this side here. which I actually don't really like because they are actually entering my frame. But I think I have a potentially really good shot here, so I'm going to try to make this position a little bit better and find the right spot. And I'm still keeping my eye actually on that tree there. You know, when the sun is high enough, I'm going to shoot it again, so with a bit of a different angle. But definitely potential. The only problem is all those people in my shot. I hate it. I absolutely hate it, but you just have to work with it sometimes. So my feet are actually ice cold, my shoes are soaking wet. So I should have worn wellies here, but totally didn't expect this. But yeah, that's it with new locations sometimes. Just look at all those cars down here. It's unbelievable how many people are here. And I'm actually considering to leave this place behind and just drive around through those farmlands. See if I can use that little bit of fog there, but light is already quite hard. But yeah, I don't know. It's a difficult location actually to find some shots. But let me show you the one that I found over here. And I actually went to do some handheld stuff, but I'll try to show you on this camera what I'm trying to do at the moment. You see, I was kind of interested by this tree and then the one here in the back, and you have this small path here in the bottom leading towards this tree. So I'm just trying to get some sort of wide shot. I think I will zoom it a little bit so you will only see those two trees and cut off that right and left side. But I have to, these flowers in the foreground, I have to put them down. Just hold them a little bit outside of the frame like this. And then I think there is a potential portrait shot here. So I'm not shooting the whole tree in the front here. I'm just shooting this first tree on the left and then the other tree in the back. But yeah, the sky is a bit boring and there's a forest behind there, so it's difficult to isolate things. So I guess that's why people go to Madeira, you know, isolate all those trees. So that's what it's all about. And I think I managed to do it on that first tree there while the sun was rising, and in the back there with that diagonal tree. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. I actually don't know what to think of it. I don't know if I got the full potential out of this location. For my taste, it needs a lot more fog to isolate those trees a little bit better. But yeah, I hope I got a couple of nice shots. You already know, but I have no idea actually. So yeah, I just hope you liked this video. If you did, please push that thumbs up button and consider subscribing if you didn't already. There's a subscribe button underneath here somewhere. Just push it. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. And for now, bye bye.